I realized after doing one of the paper mache demo videos that you may or may not have been instructed in safe use of the utility knife, the knife that you were sent. So I thought I would do a quick video about that. Utility knives, also called box cutters, are a really common tool that we have in our lives. Sometimes they're also called mat knives because they're used to cut mat board when you're framing or mounting things. And they come in two different kinds. Well, they come in multiple different kinds, but the main kinds are ones that are retractable, like this one, that have a little thumb push that you can take it in and out, and then some that come with a blade that is not retractable. It's a fixed blade. Okay, so I wanted to show you both of these just because if your knife does not have a blade that is retractable, I do not remember which kind we sent you, but I'm pretty sure that it was the kind that does not have the retractable blade. One of the things that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to cover the end of that blade when you put it away with your other tools. Okay? You can do that with a piece of masking tape. You can also cut a piece of cardboard, probably this thicker cardboard would be better, so that you could then potentially slide your knife into it like that, okay? And then you would have a little protective cover on your blade because you don't want to get poked or sliced by this if it's down in a tool bag or something. You can also remove the blade from the knife. I'm going to show you how to do that. You also received some screwdrivers with your toolkit. There's a big old screw on the side of this, okay? And so that's what you want to undo in order to get in here. Loosen it down, like that, and then it separates like that. As you can see, there's a little compartment in here where there are often spare blades. Okay, this blade is also two-sided, so I'm going to flip this blade over in order to get a fresh blade. Then something that I like to do on my mat knives so that I know that this other side has been used and is dull is I like to put like an X or something on there so that when I open this up next time to change it, I go, oh, that's a dull blade because I've used it. I've flipped it over once before. Okay. And pop your screw back on, screw it together. Okay. All right. A couple things, and again, I demoed this in the paper mache video, but I thought that it was worth another video, is how you cut with a mat knife, okay? Obviously, this blade is very, very sharp, okay? So you never want to be cutting with your thumb or a finger or even your body in front of where you may be pulling, okay? So you want to stand to the side as you do it, and you want to lay your hand well away, okay? Another thing that can help you is if you use a straight edge, okay? Which I didn't come with a straight edge, but this is what I ended up using in my video too. The metal ruler, or the metal square that you got actually is a great straight edge. Don't use the plastic ruler that you were sent for sewing, or your 18-inch ruler, because this will cut into your plastic. It won't cut into the metal. Okay. The other thing that you can do, carpenters or people who are working with wood, you could have a piece of wood that you lay down, because it might nick the wood, but it's not going to do any serious damage. But a good thing is it is a metal object. Okay. So I'm going to demo over on this side. Okay, even though my bigger part is there. So let's say we want to do that, and I'm going to cut it all the way through. I demonstrate scoring in another video. So I now can push down on my metal tool, my metal straight edge, and then pull the blade and get a nice clean cut along your straight edge. Okay, there you go. Wasn't incredibly straight, but there you are. This is a self-healing mat. We have a lot of these around the shops, so please look for these to cut on when you are back in the shops, which will hopefully be before too terribly long. If you are at home, what you can use is another piece of cardboard underneath you. Okay, I'm going to show one more way in which I cut with a mat knife or a utility knife. I also do this with the smaller X-Acto knives sometimes, okay? Because for what I do, I'm sometimes not doing a straight cut. I'm doing a curved cut. So I'm gonna make a pretend curved cut here. Obviously, I've done a score there at some point. Okay, so we're gonna cut this thing right here, and I'm gonna see if I can situate myself. Again, I demoed this in the video, but I thought it was worth its own video. I demoed this in the paper mache video. I use this when I am cutting things off of a mold. That includes paper. It also includes leather, anything of that nature. I also use it for curvilinear cuts like this technique. Okay. What it does is it sort of keeps you from accidentally pulling your blade through your material in an unusual location. Okay, so to do this, you're going to hold your blade in your dominant hand, which is my right hand. Okay, and then you're going to lightly rest that on the ground, keeping all of your appendages out from in front of that blade. Okay, then the way that you're going to move this through is you're going to push the blade with the thumb of your opposing hand. Okay, it's really hard for me to do this so you can see. Maybe if I go toward you. There we go. Okay, so I'm not pulling with my right hand at all. I am pushing with my left thumb. Okay, and I'm keeping all of my appendages out from in front of me. Okay, all of my right hand is doing is it is sort of guiding the blade along the cut. This may seem like a lot of extra care, but the hazard is not only cutting you, but the hazard is also cutting your material in a way that you don't want to, okay? So if you're pushing with that thumb and controlling the motion with the other hand, you're going to have a nice clean cut, and you're not going to risk, pulling this and chunking into your material in a place that you don't want to. Okay? Great. That's all I want to say about that. All right? Be careful with it. Again, a good, let me cut I usually just pop the blade out. But you can also make yourself, out of a piece of cardboard, a little makeshift blade cover. Like that. Okay, that you can put it in. You can also take masking tape and tape over the blade. Okay, great. Thanks. Be safe.